watching you for some time. Can't stop staring at those ocean eyes.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's look, I'm going to be using the City Color Cosmetics Whimsical Forest 10 color palette, and this is how it looks, and this is their Enchanted Forest. They also came out with Fairy Lights liquid glitter eyeshadows to pair up with this and some glosses. So I'm going to start off with priming my eyes with the P. Louise base and making sure that it's covering any imperfection and dark spots and anything like that. So I'm going to start off with the first shade in this palette. I'm going to be listing the names in the bottom so you know which I'm using, and I'm going to start off with the crease area just to deepen it up. It's like a chocolatey brown shade, and I'm using more of a dense blending brush to pack it on, and then I'm going in with a tiny blending brush from Blank Canvas. This is their E10 brush, and I really like this to diffuse the edges, the harsh edges, and I'm applying a little bit more of that so that it can be deep and pigmented, and of course blending out the edges so that you can apply the next shade. Now I'm gonna go in with the next shade, and this is more of a burnt reddish orange. It's very bright, but yet like that punch of warmth. And I really love this shadow. Out of all the shadows in the palette, I love the palette itself, but this shadow speaks to me in my soul. I'm going to pack it right where that brown is ending so that it can merge from the brown to the orange shade, and I'm going to of course diffuse that with the same brush from Blank Canvas, and I'm making sure that it's well blended so that it can look very beautiful with the transition from the orange to the brown. Now I'm taking this light orange shade, and this is like a typical transition shade, and I'm going to apply that right above the red orangey shade so that we can have like that warmth transition. And I emphasize that a lot because this kind of look, it's supposed to be very whimsical, very fairy like, and I want the crease area to be very beautiful and it doesn't look like there's some harsh edges to it. And I'm making sure that I blend everything out nicely and not making a big mess by blending them all together. I'm taking my time with the blending part, so make sure that you get the outer eye as well. Now I'm going to take a black shadow, which I didn't have in the palette. This is the one from Abh Nior, and I really love this. Like, look how black that shadow is. I say this every time I use this shadow. I get blown away every single time, and it's one of my favorites of all like black shadows that I've used throughout the years. This one just seems to be perfect. It doesn't have too much of a fallout, and you have to be in control when it comes to black shadows. Reason why I'm using a black and then I'm adding a different shade from the palette, because I want to deepen up the outer eye, because I'm going to be doing a halo type of eye. And I'm going to take the shadow in the palette, forest green shadow, and I'm going to pack that right on the side of the black shadow. And then I'm going to take another shade, which is the shimmy shade in the palette, and I'm going to apply that with my finger in the center. And now I'm going to be taking this Fairy Lights liquid glitter eyeshadow in Realm, and I'm going to be using the greenish side first, and then I'm going to apply on top of it with the other side, and giving me like a very glittery effect without having fallout going all over your face. Now that I'm done, I'm going to apply a little bit of that base so that I can apply the shadows underneath so it can be pigmented and stand out. And everything I applied into the crease, I'm going to drag that right beneath my lower lash line area just to give me a smoky effect. These shadows perform very well and I really like them, and I'm happy that they are very pigmented and this whole look came out beautiful. For the waterline, I'm gonna go in with the Dose of Colors Eyedeal Crayon and Hint of Mint. And I'm going to make sure that it pops, and I think this one is like the best one that I've used as opposed to a pastel color. And for lashes, I'm using Shop mimiartistry Ambitious Lashes, and I'm going to go in with a little bit of mascara from Tarte. And I do mention this in a video, in one of my boxycharm videos. Moving on to the face, I'm going to be using this Glow Oil from City Color Cosmetics, and I'm going to apply that as a moisturizer and just to give me like a nice glow underneath the foundation. And I'm going to go in with the Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation in the shade Pebble. And then I'm going to apply this moisturizer primer from City Color Cosmetics. And then I'm going to basically take this e.l.f. foundation brush and I'm going to apply that onto my face, taking the foundation, applying it to my face, and then I'm going to blend it out with a sponge. And this one is, I believe, from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This foundation is very full coverage. I really love this foundation. I did have a dark shade one, more yellow, but I wanted something more warm so I can mix the both of them. So now I'm going to take the Too Faced concealer and I'm going to blend that out, and then I'm applying a light concealer just to highlight the areas of my face. This is just to conceal and cover up any dark circles and correct it. And I'm doing the same thing again. I really love this concealer. It's very full coverage, medium to full coverage, and it's hydrating underneath my eyes. And I'm going to apply a little bit of powder foundation, and I'm going to make sure that I do get the parts where I do have a little bit of shadow just to brighten that up, so that it doesn't look like I'm really tired. So now I'm going to move on to bronzer. This is by Urban Decay, and this is their Beach Bronzer in Bronzer. And I really like this one. I thought it was gonna be way too dark for me, but it's perfect for my skin tone. So I'm going to apply that just to warm up the face, and I'm going to apply that onto the forehead and also underneath my chin and the sides of my nose. And I make sure that I kind of tone it down with the nose area. Now I'm going to take the H&B Cosmetics Dare to Be Different blush in Feeling Peachy. And you have to be light-handed with this because this is very pigmented and I love these shades. Like, I have all three of them. I'm gonna go for the light one to highlight my face because I want this look to be very mystical, very glittery and nice looking, and you know, like I'm a fairy or something, and I want to highlight certain points of my face. And I'm gonna go in around the nose area as well, making sure that I get those areas. Now for the lips, I'm using the Steve Laurent Beauty Lip Liner in Vogue. I got this one from BoxyCharm and I really like it. And then for the lips, I'm going in with the Girlactik Liquid Lip in Bashful. And then I'm going to top it off with the ABH Liquid Lipstick in Pure Hollywood to make it an ombre look and just to give me like that brightness into the center of my lips. And then I'm going in with the City Color Cosmetics Savory Lip Glaze in Chili just to give me that plump glossy lip look, making sure that it's, you know, not too glossy, because I don't want it to be like too juicy. And then I'm going to add the little highlighter into my inner tear duct, and I also added the Stargazing Body and Hair Glitter by City Color Cosmetics. This is the finished look. Thank you so much guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe as well if you haven't already. And don't forget to follow me on my social medias. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Get you off of my mind. I know exactly what I have to